Hey there, my ageless friends. Welcome back to my channel. I just thought I would hop on really quick. I was gonna do this whole Valentine's Day thing and I just realized that just about everybody on YouTube is doing a Valentine's Day look. So I thought I would hop on and say, first of all, happy Valentine's Day. Second of all, you don't have to be with somebody to have a good Valentine's Day. So today's video is going to be all about just the minimum that you need to run out the door and still have, a nice look and still feel confident. So we're just going to go over a quick run out the door look for Valentine's Day or for any other day of the week. And oh my goodness, what's on my hand? I got some brand new holographic nail polishes from Fun Lacquer and from Cirque, and those are all on my Instagram. I will link it below on my Instagram. If you haven't checked out my pictures, my entire makeup collection is there, and some things about my nails. Oh, actually, I think my nails are on my Snapchat, which is also the same, Queen Bee at 4N6. So hope to see you over there and enjoy the video. Let's go. All right, so the first thing that you need, and of course I have a little bit on because I already went out today, but the first thing that you need is, of course, make sure you have a clean face and that it's moisturized and you've got all that on. But if you don't want to do the primer, the foundation, the powder, all of that stuff, you don't have time. Let's say you're running to a doctor's appointment or you're just running out to the store or you're spending a really nice Valentine's Day alone. Let's just make sure that you have something covering up, because I don't know about you, but I just feel like I always have redness and splotchiness and pores, and I just, at the very least, I want to cover all that up. So get yourself a good powder foundation that you can just put on really quickly, and you don't have to buff and blend and all that stuff. The one that is my very favorite, I've used for at least a couple of years now, and I can't imagine getting another one because I love this one so much. The coverage is unbelievable, and it's from Decay. I think I've talked about this on my channel before, but it is just a powder foundation, comes with a little powder, and I actually do use this one that comes with it. You could also use a brush or whatever you want to use, but the coverage on this one is so nice. So what you're going to do is just take a little bit and then just kind of go through and cover up whatever you want to cover up. A lot of that redness will go away. Just don't forget that we said when you age, you get a lot of redness down here because of hormones, and that's all I know to say is because of hormones. But if you wanted to read more about that, you could hop on the internets and look up why do you have redness around your nose right here, and what does that have to do with hormones. But anyway, you're just going to go through and cover up everything you want to cover up with that powder foundation, and look at the coverage of this one. Of course, this one's pretty old. It's very well used. I've been through several of these because I run out and don't want to do a full face a lot. But anyway, so you see the coverage is really, really nice, and just go through and, make sure you blend it down into your neck. I like to make lots of weird sound effects and faces while I'm putting my makeup on. So it's not just for you. I do this when I'm alone too. It's disturbing. So anyway, you're just covering, and it's kind of hard for me to see what I'm doing, so let's see. So anyway, you have to make sure that your color that you get is pretty much the same color as your face, because you don't want there to be a huge gap between right here, between your face and your neck. But you can also fix that by blending everything down to your neck and out to your ears, so everything looks good. All right, so you're covered. And after you do your powder foundation, step 2, I guess, I never can keep count of these things. If you've ever noticed that when I put things on Instagram or I put things on Snapchat, it's like 1, 2, 3, and then it'll be like 5, 9, 12. I lose count, so just don't pay any attention to the steps. Maybe I'll try to put up a little thing that says step 1, step 2. But the second thing that you would need might be just a little bit of blush, but this is optional. I go out all the time without blush, and I think as long as you have eyes that are capturing and maybe a lip that's kind of capturing, you don't really need blush. And a lot of times when you get to be our age, that blush is kind of already there. that little bit of red is just always with you. So sometimes you don't need a blush, but for the sake of, let's just go out. We are going to take a Morphe. I actually just got this in my Live Glam subscription, and I love that service. I've had it for over a year now, and I get 4 to 5 to 6 sometimes Morphe brushes with this service, and I'll link that below, but I really enjoy the service. I've heard some people say, you know, that they weren't sure about Live Glam, but I've never had trouble with them. So I really love this service. You just subscribe to them and you get Morphe brushes every month. So it's a pretty good deal. So anyway, this is one of those that I got in my January subscription box. And this is one of my favorite blushes from Makeup Geek. This one is in the shade Valentine. How appropriate. So you're just going to take a couple little dabs. I'm actually going to see what I'm doing here. And then just take it not just on the apples, but a little bit further back, like maybe where you would have contoured, because we're skipping that step because we're trying to rush out the door. So we don't have time for a contour and bronzing and all that stuff. So we're just going to add a little tiny bit of color. And then we're also going to kind of pull that back a little bit where the contour would have been. And don't go crazy because you don't want to look like you got a giant sunburn right here. So just a little bit on the apples, and then just kind of pull that back just a little bit, not too much, just so you have a little bit of coverage. And if you put too much on, here's my trick. This is not it. I'm still trying to make this cheek do the other one, but I'm putting on a little extra just to show you. Like, oh, la la la, I'm talking on the phone, getting ready to go out, and oh crap, look at my rosy cheeks. I didn't mean to do that. So what you're gonna do is go back in, unless, like I said, at this step, I don't have one with me, but at this step, if you wanted to add a highlighter, you could also put a highlighter right here, just as a little step. But if you're really running late, you could also skip that step. But what I like to do when I put too much blush on is go back in with that powder foundation and just, you know, kind of go back over where the harsh lines are and kind of tone that down a little bit. And there you go, you've got that all nice and blended, just like anything. And so you can just kind of go back over that. So don't worry if you put too much blush on. You can always go back over it with this. Or one of my new favorite things is this BECCA, what is it called? I'm gonna say it, make sure I say it right. It is the Soft Light Blurring Powder. And I was thinking, well, you know what, I've got a lot of different powders, so why is this one any different? But I think I talked about this in my last video. I did, because it was a favorite. And you just put a little bit of that there, and with the BECCA blending brush or another brush that you have, just swirl that around at the very end of your makeup, and then just kind of sweep that across your face, just to kind of blend everything in. And that will also help tone down if you put too much blush on. I see my kitty over there. He's like, yes, intriguing. This is how to put my makeup on when I'm a cat. So anyway, that will also help. So if you don't want to put more powder foundation over that blush, of course, you know, you'll see me sitting here going like this because this brush is so soft. But just, you know, you and your brush and Valentine's Day, just sit here and do this, and this will make you nice and happy. Who needs Valentine's when I have this brush? Oh, it feels so good. So anyway, it's a nice, relaxing, stay at home, brush your face. That's what you need to do for Valentine's Day. You're like, I'd rather have chocolates. Okay, fine, get some chocolates and this brush, and then just sit here and eat chocolates and do this. Oh, it feels so good. She's like, God, she loves that brush. What's wrong with her? A lot. Anyway, so once you put that veil over, that also gives you another layer of coverage, and also kind of tones down the blush if you put on too much. So the next thing that you need, now your face is pretty well done. Of course, I'm taking a little bit longer, but honestly, let's go through it. Powder foundation, a little bit of blush, and then maybe a little bit of highlighter if you want, and then back over. I just use this as an excuse to go back over my face with the brush. And then we've got the eyes and the lips. So what do we do next with that? And you could do this first if you wanted to, or let your powder foundation kind of sit there and do your eyes next. But I did want to talk about one of my favorite new palettes, and this is from Violet Voss. This is the Violet Voss Pro Ride or Die palette, and you see how big it is? It's as big as my face, bigger. And it is full of, it's got a huge mirror and full of shadows. Look at that. Woo! So many. And you probably are going, that is just, I just don't need that many choices when I'm walking out the door, especially. I just want to hurry out the door and just grab something really quick. But what you need, the bare minimum I would think that you would need, just again, just running out the door, pick 3 colors. and I don't have them with me, but you could put those little tiny sticky note tabs or arrows. They have little sticky arrows that you can point to a signature or whatever on some paper. They have little post-it arrows, or they also have little post-it flags. And what you can do is get a Sharpie and write on there what you use each color for, instead of trying to, you know, guess which one you used last time. Or I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I will beat y'all. I'm from Texas. What about y'all? Is I will go into something like this and I'll be like, la la la, and then I'll go back in, I'll be like, oh, did I get that one or that one? I forgot. So get you a sticky note and mark the ones that you use a lot or the ones that you want to remember to use. And you could also put with a Sharpie, put 1, 2, 3, or you could put crease, inner corner, you know, highlight on each one of the shades, just right here on the name or above it or around it. And that will really help you remember what shades you like to use and what shade you used last time. Because like I said, when we get a little older and you start going, well, all these browns look alike, I'll just make this. So if you forget, the little sticky note trick is great. Sticky notes, I think, are about the best invention that was ever invented. So for this running out the door quick look, you just need basically 3 colors. You need one as a base, which would be like this one called April, which is just a really super light peachy shade. So any palette that you have with this light peach shade is just a nice base to just go all over your eyes and just put down that base. And then you need some kind of darker crease color. So maybe something like Nicole right here. Right there. So if you wanted to grab some of that, Nicole, then that would go right here in the crease and just blend, 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 and blend, 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 blend. I think I still have some eyeshadow on from today. And then just make sure that's all blended out. And then you want to go and grab something like Fiona or some kind of shimmery white, or maybe just a plain white that you want. And then just highlight underneath your brow and in the inner corners. And you're done. So at the very least, that's why the sticky note trick is really awesome. So just pick 3 that, like if you're rushing out the door, these are the 3 that I'm gonna just slap on if I don't have time to do an entire eyeshadow look. Okay, so that is our eyes. We've done our face, we've done our eyes, and of course the next thing you'd want is mascara. And if you don't have time to do eyeliner and a wing and all that stuff, then you could add a 4th eyeshadow with a black or a really dark color and put that under here and above here where the eyeliner would go because your eyeshadow brushes are already out. And so you could just use that instead in place of eyeliner. And okay, bad news. I did a trying out the new Charlotte Tilbury mascara on a couple of videos back, and I really, really loved it. And it was so beautiful, and it made my eyelashes look so dark and thick and full and separated. It is a beautiful mascara, so I wasn't lying when I tried that with you guys. But sadly, I'm gonna have to wait until their waterproof version comes out, because I think I told you in that video, I don't know how this is gonna last because I really have to wear waterproof mascara. The older I've gotten, the more my eyes water, and you know, the more I wipe my eyes, and I'm not even somebody that wears contacts. So I can imagine if you wear contacts and you're having to put eye drops in your eyes and all that stuff, we just can't afford the luxury of having a nice regular mascara anymore. So I am gonna sit patiently by, and I'm gonna send a shout out to Charlotte Tilbury. Please make that mascara in waterproof, because I absolutely loved it, and I will definitely buy the waterproof if you make it, but please, 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 because I really liked that mascara. But I have to go back to my ride or die. This is the Maybelline, the Colossal Volume Express in waterproof, and I've worn this for, I don't know, probably 15, 20 years, or however long it's been out, because I used to have another one by Max Factor. Do they still make Max Factor anymore? But that's the one that was my ride or die waterproof one for a long time. And then I started not being able to get it anymore, so I went to this one, and it's the best. It flecks a little bit, but hardly ever. And like I said, I'm not dunking my face in water 24/7. So all I need it for is for the watery eyes and stuff like that. So, you know, it's just like every other waterproof mascara. It's not maybe all the way waterproof. Sometimes when you get it wet, like if you're swimming, it'll make your eyelashes stick together. And I think that's why some people think they don't like waterproof mascara. If you're really looking for a good mascara and it's waterproof, that you're kind of keeping those in mind. And if you really want a good one, in my opinion, I really liked this one. I've used it for years and years and years, my ride or die. So I would definitely put some mascara on. And then, so now that we've got our minimum eyeshadow on, our mascara, maybe a minimum amount of just the eyeshadow in place of the liner, we've got a little bit of blush on, full powder foundation. So really the whole thing, if we had to guess, might be taking us 5 minutes. And of course I'm drawing it out because I'm explaining, but I think the whole thing would have taken us about 5 minutes. So the last thing that we need to do is think about our lips. And so I am somebody who cannot put lipstick on without a liner. I actually have been trying these Lip Perfection pencil liners from BECCA, sorry. And they are super affordable. I'll link those down below. And they have lots and lots of different colors, and they're the kind that you sharpen. Instead of a lot of these where you twist them up and they're not really ever that sharp. For a really super quick, fast, I need this to be sharp and on my lips right now, I'm running out the door, these pencils do a really good job. So you're just gonna line your lips, and then I highly recommend getting, to avoid like a whole huge lipstick cocktailing segment that I know I'm not gonna do here today because it's supposed to be fast. But I would definitely grab a pigmented gloss, so like a liquid pigmented gloss. These are my favorites. These are from Dose of Colors, and they are they are exactly these colors, and they also are kind of a built-in gloss. And the gloss, these are not sticky, they're not drying, they're not overly gloopy, and the foot looks like this. So you get plenty of product, and it goes on just like you have put on lipstick and a gloss. And they just feel great, and the colors are beautiful. So if you're wearing something more on the nude side, they have this color called Undressed, my favorite one I always wear. And then this one's either rose or rosé, sorry. And there's pink ones, but there are lots of other shades of these Dose of Colors. I really, really, really love them. Colored lip glosses, so that will save you as well. So I've been a teacher for so long, I feel like I need to let's review, class. So to run out the door quickly and to just bypass all of the, primer and foundation and blotting and covering and all that, and you're just running out the door to do something quick. You are gonna grab yourself some ice cream, grab yourself some candy, your favorite movie, and then just chill out on Valentine's Day, and who cares what society is doing or what they're thinking. You're gonna have a great time all by yourself, and just to feel a little bit pretty, just do a really quick look so that you don't have to do full-on face. There's no time for that. Maybe you're running to the doctor, whatever you're doing. So what you want to do is just pick out the most important things. I would get a really, really good powder foundation, my favorite one from Urban Decay. And again, this is the Naked Skin Ultra Definition Powder Foundation. But they have lots and lots of colors for all kinds of skin tones. Mine is, I use Fair Cool for myself. And this is a really, really good coverage, and you can just do all of that. Then the next thing you want to do is grab a blush and then just kind of tap that on or sweep that across. And then once you're done with that, then you want to grab a finishing powder and go all over your face, make sure everything is blended out. Get that brush away from her. And then you want to go to eyes. So don't forget the trick of putting a sticky note on the main things that you want to use a lot or quickly. Excuse my dog. You want to find just a base color, a crease color, and a highlight color, and maybe even a dark shadow in place of the liner to just put an eyeshadow look on really quickly. And then you want to maybe use a favorite mascara to just do your eyelashes really quickly. You can skip that step as well if you're really in a hurry. And then you want to grab maybe your favorite lip liner, or if you're not you don't like lining, then you can skip this step, but definitely grab maybe a 2-in-1, maybe even a 3-in-1 kind of gloss like these Dose of Colors. Try and turn that. These Dose of Colors are really, really nice because they are lip gloss and a really nice lip color all at once. So that is all you need to just run out the door, a really quick look, but still pretty and make you feel just a little bit better. Maybe you're tired, maybe you've had a long, week at work or whatever, and you just want to, not do a whole full face, or it's the weekend and you just want to run somewhere really quick and you want to put makeup on, but you don't want to sit there and do a whole look, or you're late for work and you need to hurry up and do a look, then just grab the basics and do one really, really quickly and don't stress. The main thing is I want you guys guys to have a wonderful Valentine's Day, whether you're with someone or you're by yourself. Just have a great time, enjoy life, and get you some, like I said, get some ice cream, get some candy, whatever you want to do. You pig out, because all the health people are like, no, I can't, I'm on a diet. But you know what? So you could splurge a little bit on Valentine's Day. But again, don't be saddened by a Hallmark holiday just because they want to sell some cards and society told you that you have to be with somebody. You are great and beautiful and wonderful all by yourself. So you can sit here with me. I will spend Valentine's Day with you. So just watch my videos over and over again and you'll be like, gosh, she has lots of flaws. But we all do. That's the nice thing about it. So I have just really enjoyed going through this really, really quick look for you and with you, and have a great Valentine's Day, and forget about what it's called. Just use it as an excuse to sit and eat candy and watch videos all night long. Snuggle up with your dog and your cat and whatever else you want to do and have a great time. But the important thing is, you be you. Feel beautiful no matter what you're doing. I hope you guys have a great week ahead, and I will see you next time. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up below and subscribe to my channel, and ask your friends to subscribe as well. So welcome to my new subscribers. I'm excited to have some new subscribers. I just noticed the other day, so welcome. I hope you enjoy all our videos. Like I said, if you do, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget that you're only as old as you tell people you are, and have a great week ahead. Cheers. Bye-bye.